Hey everybody, cheerio, cheerio. Welcome to another movie talk here with Mayo. I'm here with Tom Hunyadi this evening, and a lot of times we have Tim Allen here, but Tim is welcome to join us. I have a link over there. If Tim sees this, I'll repeat this a few times during the show, that in case Tim's watching by any chance, if you're able to and you want to come up, please do. I didn't send him a link because I wasn't sure if he could make it. So we got Patrick, we got Matchstick Man,
What's up?
and those are the ones that are making comments right now. But we got more people viewing, so
Yeah,
there you go.
there we
Rome
go.
loves Dan. There we go. Hooray! Movie chat, movie and TV, I should say. Mayo's movie and TV chat because we do it all, I guess. So, we got people here earlier. What's up,
Hey,
James?
all
James,
right, people
oh,
are showing up. All right.
Chrissy. Okay, hello everybody. And I got my Frankenstein shirt on that I never get a chance to wear.
Yeah,
So there it is.
I got my Clockwork Orange
Yeah,
shirt on.
you can't, yeah, it's too bad, we
Yeah,
can't. Yeah, maybe, you know what? Maybe
like
like a
there you
gift.
go. We'll just do this, like
Yeah, and
the
I'm not
show
ready
like
to do
this.
that. I'm not ready to do that. I like it better this way. Actually like it better
Mm,
this way. But who's kidding? What are you gonna
mm,
do? Show a little Carl off there. All right.
there you go.
All right. So, Rome loves dances. I got my Criterion 50% purchasing yesterday. Get anything, Tom?
Not this time. I'm kind of caught up, except for some of the bigger box sets. I mean, I'm kind of caught up. So, and I'm going to show one of the things that I have or that I've bought recently here in a little bit. But yeah, but no, not this time.
Well,
And I
wait a
was really
minute.
bummed out too because I went to the Barnes and Nobles that's closest to where I live, okay, here in Michigan. And I tell you, they got nothing for movies there. It's such a disappointment from where I was in Arizona.
Uh,
I gotta tell you, it's such a disappointment.
what he says about Criterion purchase in, does that mean you received it for he received it from purchasing it previously, or they have a sale going on now? It's not now that the sale
Oh
goes
yeah,
on.
every once in a while they'll do an online 50% off.
I need to
Uh,
know this because I still got to get
yeah.
freaks and stuff. There's still stuff I
Yeah,
got to
well,
get.
you gotta like the Facebook page, and then you can get like if you follow them on Facebook,
Oh,
you can when you're scrolling Facebook, you'll see that see when that happens. But
all
hello,
right.
Charles.
Nick 64 says I picked up the full series set of five seasons of Wild Wild West. See, that makes me excited. I couldn't give a rat's patootie about Wild Wild West, but I love the idea that wow, that's so cool. Anyway, Amazon had one day price drop from 38 down
Yeah,
to 19. I got the Odd Couple the same way. Yeah, I paid like $80,
yeah,
but something like that. I love it so much. The Odd Couple, and I love watching
yeah.
their comedy. No matter what they do, I gotta say it's funny to me.
You should stop being annoying to me.
So, I mean, I knocked that off real fast. I'm done. We're done with that.
Mm.
Uh, okay. Thanks for recommending Blockheads. I enjoyed it very much. What other Laurel and Hardy titles you recommend? Well, first of all, if we're talking about movies, Sons of the Desert, I think, is one of their best features. Sons of the Desert. It's about them going on a convention. They sneak away to a convention without, and the wives think they're in Honolulu for Ollie's nerves, because his
Mm.
nerves are on. Anyway, it's funny. And then if you're gonna watch Laurel and Hardy, you gotta watch all the that. Just remember Hal Roach. You gotta watch all the Hal Roach talkies. The silents are
Mm.
good too, but the talkies from
Was
1929 to 38 or so, right?
uh, was Blockheads the one with the two legs
Yeah,
comic?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
you, you,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah. Well, a minute.
Come
Why didn't you
here.
tell me you had two legs? Yeah, I was laughing my ass off when you guys were talking about
Did you ever
that when I
see
was
the whole
driving home
scene?
last night.
Did you ever see the whole
No,
scene?
just the whole scene. Yeah,
That
just the point where he carries him, puts him in the car, and then
but you saw him.
he gets
I mean,
out.
did you
I
see
haven't
him
seen the whole
him
movie.
carrying him?
Yeah,
Not the movie, but
yeah,
seen him
yeah,
carrying him around. That
yes,
is a
yeah,
freaking. That's so great. It's
yeah,
great.
yeah,
He doesn't know that he's got two legs. Anyway,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I meant to mention this, so
Yeah,
thanks for bringing it up.
Richard
Yeah,
Lewis. Yeah.
yeah, and he looked
Um,
pretty ill. He's been ill for a while. He was ill for a while.
he's been ill for a while. And apparently, I looked or I read the Larry David statement earlier today.
Yeah,
They were born 3 days apart in the same hospital.
yeah.
I did not know that. That's pretty fascinating. But he was great in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Mhm,
Great comedian, but
mhm.
unfortunately, death is batting 1,000.
But he was in a lot of pain. The I
Yeah,
didn't see the newest season. I'm not watching it currently of Curb Your Enthusiasm, but I saw the season before. You could tell he was in pain. He
yeah.
said he was in pain trying to do the last season, and he still did it. Tried to do it anyway. And then Larry David
Hmm.
said right in that statement something about "I'll never forgive you for making me sob,"
You mean Sob? Yeah,
or something
yeah,
like that. Kidding
yeah.
around. All right.
Hmm.
Uh,
Eating Raoul actually, my favorite genre released that Criterion Collection. They released that film, and
his favorite genre.
and yeah, and I enjoyed it. I mean, it's a nice little B flick, and I enjoy it. Yeah, good little movie.
Uh, okay, there were
Yeah, he
cars
had a
about
heart
that.
attack. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, heart attack.
Also think he had Parkinson's as well. So
Yeah, yeah, he was.
yeah,
Yeah, he had a lot of issues, and
yeah,
it's sad,
yeah,
because he wasn't doing well
yeah,
for a long time.
yeah.
And
Unfortunately, yeah. So you want me to
uh,
show you some of the few things that I've picked up
sure,
recently?
let's see what you picked up recently.
All right. Well, we talked about this. I don't remember if I showed this on the last one. I can't remember if it came in a day after we did our last chat, but here's the blood and lace.
That's
I
because of
paid a
Gloria
little.
Graham.
Yeah. Gloria Graham, well, yeah, that helped for sure, but paid a little bit more for this, but I'm glad to have it. The Blu-ray is excellent, the image is
Yeah,
excellent.
yeah, it is.
Um, but I enjoyed this the second. I enjoyed this even more the second time watching
it's
it
it's
than
like
the
it's
first
like
time.
well, believe it
Yeah.
or not, Tom, I used to see. I think I've said this. I used to see that. They used to play that on TV in the afternoon.
Mm,
Okay, in Saturdays in the '70s, and it was a little cut, but but it's like these days it cracks me up. It's like, yeah, it's got some
right.
sick stuff in it, but it's funny too, unintentionally funny when you see you
Right.
got
Well,
Melody
the whole
Patterson
hammer, yeah, the whole hammer
doing
scene,
walking with the
hammer.
hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
let's talk about
Yeah.
some of the people that are in it, like Melody
Yeah.
Patterson, Wrangler Jane from F Troop,
Mhm.
who's
Yeah.
gorgeous in this. I'm sorry, but anyway, I think. But anyway,
Yeah.
uh,
Well, yeah,
Gloria
the
Graham
commentaries, Gloria Graham, of course. The
collected booze
commentary is really
bucks.
good on this. Yes, collecting booze bucks. Absolutely. She still looked great. She still was a knockout, in my opinion.
Well, you know what's
Uh,
crazy? She looks kind of like attractive to me now, but when I was like, 15, I thought, oh man, she's old and ugly looking. Now
yeah.
I think I'd have no problem
Yeah.
doing what
Right.
that guy does of trying to going over making
Yeah.
time with her. And
Yeah.
just forget,
Dick Tayback, of course.
yeah,
Love his role. I love that end scene. I mean, is that makes the movie. I
yeah,
mean,
that's a great end. Don't that
yeah.
is a great ending.
Yeah.
It's just so I love it.
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah.
that coming the first time?
What's that?
Did you see that coming? That ending the first time?
No, no, no. But I wasn't surprised by it just because we know her mother was,
Yeah,
getting around.
yeah.
But by the way, Matchstick Man, well, thank you for that. Beetle Eddie, I'm seeing Dune 2 tomorrow in IMAX, so I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, can't wait to see Dune 2 in IMAX tomorrow. So
Well,
got
wait
my
a minute.
ticket.
What video are
Yeah.
we talking about? I wish I got the rest of it, the beginning of it. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
we were talking about this the last time we were live as well, and that's Orgy of the Dead.
that's Ed Wood.
Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is another I wouldn't say good movie, but
I don't even own that. I
yeah,
saw it one time, and
yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I don't know.
But if you like seeing naked women dance,
Well, I'd have a
well
lot of
then
that. Isn't that the? Isn't that? I'm
Yes.
gonna do that line again. Doesn't he say at one point that Criswell, he say nobody
Yeah.
wants to see a man's ass,
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. Yeah.
something like that.
Um, yeah. Um, I've been talking about this movie with other people. Matter of fact, when Gary was with us, we were talking about this movie a lot. Now it's The
Oh,
Fugitive.
the fugitive. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So, and I hadn't seen this in a long, long
I
time.
saw it
So
at
watch it.
theater.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah. But I was happy to upgrade this one to Blu-ray. Um, Another one that I hadn't seen in a while, but I'm glad I picked up as was Shout Factory released it, and this was a movie called Before the Devil Knows You're Dead.
Hmm.
This is Sidney Lumet's last movie he directed.
Hmm.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, you got Ethan Hawke, Marissa Tomei, Albert
Hmm.
Finney. Really, really good movie, and I enjoy this one a lot. It's also got Michael Shannon and Amy Ryan in supporting roles. Michael Shannon, who's I think has done some fantastic
Yes, he
stuff.
has, and
You
that's a
know,
good cast in that. The cast
yeah,
is interesting enough.
yeah, yeah. This is a great, yeah, fantastic task, fantastic little story, and it's. I think it's I recommend it. Might be worth a watch. Now, I told you, Joe, that I plan on watching all of the Oscar-nominated movies, that all the movies that were nominated for Best Picture this
Yeah.
year, right? And and I did end up picking up Barbie, and I gotta tell you what. I really enjoyed this movie. Now, I don't think it was like perfect or knockoff perfect or anything like that, but it was very enjoyable. I thought it was well written, and I don't think Margot Robbie, who plays Barbie, I kind of agree. I don't think maybe she was worthy of being nominated. So the other actresses that were nominated, I think, were better than Margot Robbie. But she did a good job. And then Ryan Gosling was excellent as Ken. So I actually really enjoyed this film.
Okay.
That being said, I'm also a huge David Cronenberg fan, and one of his uh, crazy films called Extensins about video games and the reality of video games and how realistic can they be. And it's like a kind of a little bit ahead of its time um, with this film. Actually, you gotta hook up. You gotta get some kind of drill in your back, and the video game plugs into your back, and then it just becomes more of a kind of like a realistic game. You don't know if you're really in it or if you're out of it, but really cool concept and kind of a little bit ahead of its time. Only Cronenberg at his craziest, so that means when you can see a Cronenberg film, especially back in the 80s and 90s, you knew you were going to see some crazy stuff, crazy effects, and this is no exception. Um, so the latest Criterion film that I bought, The Roaring Twenties,
Oh,
with
that's good.
with Bogey and James Cagney.
Yeah. Well,
Bogey was more of the supporting character at the time. This is 1939, as a lot of people consider one of the greatest, or the greatest year in Hollywood cinema, or at least old school Hollywood cinema. And the last one that I'm going to show
wait a
is
minute. I'm
one that
not
I was
done
more.
yet. Let me talk
What?
one
Go
second.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Isn't there a good line in there? If I remember from a long time ago, he won't be 16.
Mm,
Is that the movie? When he does that, is that the one when Bogart
No.
they're in the army in the beginning or something?
Yes, yes, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's,
They're in the
some
army at the
kid
beginning.
is
Yeah,
like
and they're at
15
war.
or something, and he kills him in
Yeah,
the army. And he goes, "He won't be 16." I
16.
think that's the movie.
It's and yeah, because it takes place during the
The,
20s.
the
So
liquor is
they're
that
in
about the
World War. They're in World War One at the beginning, and it's a prohibition.
about the booze
Uh,
and the
yeah,
liquor and all that
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So good little film. Again, another good
But
commentary
that's a Blu-ray.
on
That's
this
what
one.
is that Criterion Bluray?
Yeah, this is a Criterion Blu-ray.
See, I
Yeah.
see. Wait a minute. I
So
have. Hold on.
yeah,
We got to take time. Go
yeah, yeah,
easy,
yeah,
easy.
yeah. Go ahead. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
have like, yeah, yeah. I look at. I have the Gangster collection on DVD still. I probably watched it when I first bought it about around 2000 or something like 2001, and I got that in there. And that's what I mean now. Do I at this age? Do I buy the Roaring Twenties solo on a thing? I have the Gangster collection from Warner. I probably could
Right.
stay with that.
Probably. But again, to talk about what we were talking about last week or last live stream was the 4K. Is it you know also advertising blue with a Blu-ray as well.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see with this was Vinegar Syndrome that put this out. They're only advertising the 4K, but there is a Blu-ray
Well, you got to
in
know
here
that.
as well. Yeah, yeah. Well, it'll say when because I went on their website and that's where I bought that film. But the one I'm most excited about that I bought recently is a film that came out in 1980. Coming of age sex comedy. It's been in kind of like copyrights because a lot of the original music or new music that they had in there was taken out, and that was a film called Little Darlings. Um,
Jodie.
now,
No, no,
what's
hold on.
that?
No, Tatum O'Neal,
Yes,
Cherie
yes,
Curry. Who's in that? No,
no, no.
no. Tatum O'Neal and Christy McNichol.
Christy McNichol. There
See,
you go.
I have to
And Matt.
show I know
Yeah,
movies too, because
yeah.
I.
Yeah. But one of Matt Dillon's very first film roles in this too. Now there's a scene with Matt Dillon and what's her name,
McNichol.
Christy McNoll,
McNichol.
and yeah, McNoll. And I never knew this, but John Lennon, they played John Lennon's song "Love"
Now that
in that
I
song.
didn't
Yeah,
even remember
yeah,
until you started saying it. That's right.
yeah. Yeah,
No.
the Blondie song "One Way or Another" was also in this. So they would play on TV. Those songs were taken out because they never secured the rights for the home viewing market. So finally, after
Oh.
what 40 plus years, now it's finally all the songs are back intact in this wonderful little film called Little Darlings.
Well,
So
is
really,
the
really
last song
enjoyed.
is that the one that has "Let Your Love Flow" at the end? There's a
Yeah,
Bellamy
I think
Brothers
yeah,
closing theme.
yeah,
I
and
remember.
let your love flow. Yeah,
See, I know all these little things. Thank God.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I've seen them. But I mean, it gets you. I'm just amazed by it. You said you liked the movie, right?
Yeah, oh, I love Little Darlings. Yeah.
Oh, you've seen it before?
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But didn't know about the music issues,
Yeah.
licensing issues that it had. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Is this a good time for me to throw in? I should say,
Yeah.
the movie that I consider to be out of the movies I've seen in my life so far, the
Okay.
greatest movie ever made, Ben-Hur, 1959, is going to
Yeah.
be again at the movie theater, one of the movie theaters around here, in April. So I'm going to try. I'm going to see it again. That'll be my fourth time seeing that movie on a big screen, and that's like an epic movie. So it's great to see it on the big
But
screen.
why, Joe? Why, Joe? Why? Why are you gonna go, Joe?
Yeah.
Why you spend your money, Joe? Why are you gonna go spend your money?
So you
Joe,
are not.
Joe, we love you, Joe.
Oh God, yeah. Where is that guy? Oh, well, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
watched you guys this morning, and it was pretty comical. Yeah.
yeah, was that this morning you were saying that?
I
Or,
think it was this
or
morning. Yeah, because
I
you
couldn't
mentioned you were
remember.
going to see Ben-Hur. And
Yeah.
I want to know when I'm going to look that up and see if they're playing it here because I would love to see
Well, yeah.
Ben-Hur
Here's
in
the
the
thing.
theater.
Keep an eye on that because when they do a big thing, like when they do the Fathom events or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
But this is this independent theater, whatever you call it, independent theater that does their own thing. They had a Hard Day's Night last year, and
Mhm.
things like that. But I never joined a club. They have a club which gives you benefits and stuff, but I never gone there that much. But lately, I've been going there a lot. So they've been bringing a lot of movies there.
No,
So
you know.
I might have to do that.
Yeah.
Let's see
Can,
now. Let's go up to what's this? Are you seeing Dune 2?
yes. So I answered that. Yeah, I'm going
Oh, you
to.
did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm going
in the
to an
theater.
IMAX. Yeah,
Yeah, you said
IMAX
that. Yeah.
theater tomorrow. So really looking forward to it.
I noticed that when Stan smokes the same pipe in Blockheads that Curly smokes in No Doughboys. Yeah, but let's remember that, of course, Stan did it first. I mean, a lot of these things that they did, like the Three Stooges and Abbott and Costello, came earlier.
Hmm.
Malcolm McDowell
Oh, you
shirt.
haven't seen the film
Just
If. I've seen If.
seen
And
if.
If is kind of like a good little prequel maybe to A Clockwork Orange.
And Vic Tayback was also on an episode of The Monkees. And I
Hmm.
know what Wes, you're talking about that movie Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? That's the movie you want me to see, to check it out. No, it's a Secret of the Incas.
No, no, you want you to check out
I just don't know. Why don't I just watch these things already? I'm retired. I can watch like 20 movies by the next time we do this.
yeah, that's true.
Instead, I sit around
That's true.
trying to get
Shawshank Redemption. That's one. That's the movie we all want you to watch.
yeah.
Shawshank Redemption.
Instead, I watched the Mummy's Hand, the Mummy's Tomb, the Mummy's Ghost, and the Mummy's Curse for like the 100 millionth time. Just
Mm.
like with music.
Mhm.
Oh, God help me. There you go. Yeah, he has a English
Yeah,
accent.
Albert Finney is fantastic in that movie. I
Ben
can't
Ben
pronounce it.
Hur is wider than it was CinemaScope. Whatever it is, well. What do they call it? CinemaScope or whatever they called it. It's wider than your typical thing.
Widescreen. Yeah.
So there you go. Time after time. I've ever seen the movie Sputnik.
That doesn't ring a bell. I'll have to look that up. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't.
Better not
Um.
sleep on the Criterion Freaks. The Blu-ray box Vampire is near sold out. What from Criterion? Oh, I'll get it on eBay
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
You can get anything.
Yeah. Criterion's released Vampire many years ago, but that Freaks box. Yeah. That box set. That's great. It's a great set.
Okay, Vic Tayback made a good gangster, so I can understand that.
Oh yeah, I think that was the first or second season.
Beats me. I
Um,
still haven't seen all the Star
yeah,
Treks, and I have the original series also.
yeah,
That's not a surprise.
yeah,
I've seen a lot of them, but not all of them.
y- yeah. I've got the three. I got them on Blu-ray. I got the one on Blu-ray where they also enhance the special effects, so you
Yeah,
can watch it you can watch it either the original way or you can watch it with the enhanced effects. I have no interest whatsoever in seeing the Beekeeper.
the Beekeeper.
Not real. Yeah, I'm forgetting the name of the actor right now. Not really a fan of that particular actor.
De
He
Niro's
was
in
in
that.
that. No, well,
Ah,
uh-huh. Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
time after time, I think is really enjoyable.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
Oh, was Steve McQueen a great actor? Not to me, but I don't know. I haven't seen everything he ever did, but he's all right.
Well, I think he was. I think he was good. I mean, he was a good tough guy. I he had a couple films where he wasn't necessarily big cowboy tough guy, as you would say. Baby, the rain must fall. In love with a proper stranger or whatever it was. The one with Natalie Wood. I'm forgetting the name
Yeah,
of the movie.
I think I just
But
love with the
you
proper
know,
stranger or something.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, so he's got some good movies. I think he is a good actor. Yeah, Papillon. Yeah, Papillon was a
Yeah, I
good.
like that movie. I haven't seen it in ages.
Yeah.
Oh, Papillon, he was good in that. Man, I'm getting my dry eye or whatever it is again, folks. So just bear with it. Here it
Uh
comes.
oh. Uh oh.
Burning eye. Oh man. Well, who knows? I mean, if Tim wants to come up, he could tell us. But as he's broken his arm in a couple of places, and he doesn't really do many
Mm.
live streams these days. I saw him on
Right.
Doc's chat a few times. What
I
movies
hope
are
he's
you looking
okay.
forward
Yeah.
to? I hope he's okay. I hope he comes on if he
Yeah.
can. I'm only looking
Yeah.
forward to one, and you know what that is.
That's the Planet of the Apes movie.
Kingdom
Uh,
of the Planet of the Apes. We're just
Kingdom of the
gonna
Planet.
say,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. The Dune 2 that I'm seeing tomorrow. I can't wait for. The Francis Ford Coppola movie, Megalopolis. I'm looking forward to that one. You know what? I am not the biggest fan of
Christmas
the
Carol.
yeah, Christmas Carol
Me
film. I
either.
mean, there's some good ones, good
Yeah,
versions out there, but I don't go out of my way to watch every version of that,
yeah, me either. I don't know what it
So,
is about that. Everybody
yeah.
loves that.
I mean,
But
I love George C. Scott, but I have
yeah,
no interest in seeing his version of A
yeah.
Christmas Carol.
Well, I did like
Yeah.
his because I like him, and I watched it because of him. And then the other one, was it
Right.
Reginald Denny? Do I have the right name, or is it no? But
Mm,
somebody else's name, maybe. I don't know. I forget the name of the guy. I always say Reginald
mm,
Denny. I don't think that's his name. In the 35 one, somebody tell me about it. It's similar to that.
right.
Anyway, I like that one, and I also, I never, believe it or not, I never liked the Alistair Sim one, and then I tried,
Yeah. Again. Yeah.
I tried it, and I
Yeah.
like it a little better now. But I don't know, but the story to me, it's like I don't know what's so great of a story. I mean,
Yeah,
Reginald Owen. Thank you,
yeah,
Mr. Beatles, bro.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah, and that's so I might like. I don't know which one I like the best, but the thing is, the story. I don't know. The story's so basic. I don't understand how many times you could want to see that. Of course, my favorite one probably is Ebenezer Madison. Yeah, I can't help it.
Yeah,
I just really love The Odd Couple. I really do. I gotta
yeah.
say.
But instead of working at not being annoyed at me, you should stop being annoying to me.
He's trying to deal with, he's trying to be patient with him.
Uh,
That's great. Ah, I
yeah.
love it. Anyway, hello, Penny Lane. You're in my ears and in my eyes, even though I only say that on the other
Mm,
channel usually.
mm.
So they're a Christmas
I,
tradition.
yeah,
Well, then we're breaking
yeah,
tradition then.
yeah.
I wouldn't be caught dead seeing the new Ghostbusters movie. I'm
I
sorry.
yeah, I saw the trailer and it did nothing for me. You know. Oh well.
Now, when
I
you
mean,
say the okay,
I'm glad that the three, I'm glad that Aykroyd and Bill Murray and forgetting the other actor's name is in it. Um, but
stop. I didn't realize they were going to be in this one.
yeah,
But all right,
yeah,
still. But
yeah.
now when you say the new Planet of the Apes sucked, you mean like the new series that they've had on the new series, the recent series, or just the new movie that's coming? Because I saw some article that said the new Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes it stinks. Like somebody saw it, they watched it or screened it or something,
Mm.
and I'm like I don't know what to say, But
Well,
I
that's why you got to go see it
yeah, you
and make
gotta
your own opinion.
judge it for yourself. Yeah, Magoo's Christmas
I mean, that's
Carol.
the thing is though, Joe. Let's say like this is the original series, okay, and let's say the third one's coming out, and and you really love the first and second one, okay.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
third one's coming out, but it's got terrible reviews. I mean, that's not
Right.
going to stop you from going to see it, right? I mean, you're still going to
Right.
go
All
see it.
right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd still see it. Yeah. In a case like this, because I'm kind of committed to that series.
right.
So I would see it just like if it was a lousy Paul album, supposedly, I'd still want to hear it.
We're invested into certain,
Yeah.
IPs and or musicians, and we want to continue supporting them, I guess.
Yeah. I actually got
Hey,
to see Christy McNichol at a show. The
you
show I
did?
saw Pete, the one I saw Pete Best at, she was there.
Mm. How'd she look?
Not bad, but for her age. But the thing is, but it was across the way, across the room, and I didn't even go up to it. Like I wasn't interested, but I just looked at her.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
we all probably had a crush on her. I mean,
Well,
I know
she
I
wouldn't be
thought she
interested in
was.
us, but other than that,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, yeah. Oh well.
hmm hmm
Did you like the paper chase?
I don't think I've ever seen the Paper Chase,
Yeah, the movie I
and I
saw
probably should. I probably should because I'm trying to watch every movie
ever
of the
made.
year I was born. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, ever made. Yeah.
um, the paper is what I got stuck seeing with my girlfriend. The paper, which is different from the
Mm,
paper chase.
yeah.
And I'm a little
Because
caught up,
Michael
which is good.
Keaton, right?
I think they had a kind of an all-star cast in there, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
it's ensemble. Ensemble cast.
Ensemble.
Yeah,
That's the way. That's a
yeah.
good word. So we're a little caught up now. So trying to get excuses to play more movie clips. Hey, movie clips would work, but I wonder. I tried like making the volume a little louder. So let's see if it helps. If it doesn't, I want to know. How about this one?
Why are you telling me this?
How come you can't understand? I think you don't get his accent.
Mm. No, I only hear like and then that's it.
Oh yes, ah.
Yeah, yeah. You know when I hear them better is when I'm actually watching the show. I don't hear them that well when I'm
Oh,
participating
oh, that's
in
why.
in yeah.
Oh, when you're
That could
participating.
be the reason.
Oh, the paper was a good movie. Okay. Come on, folks. We need questions and things. Otherwise, I'm going to keep on putting stuff. You know what I think about the paper chase?
You're kidding! Kids, I'm not...
Do you know what he said that time? We're still talking.
No,
How could you?
no.
Does anybody know what he was saying? Please, I need to know if it's working. That's all I want to know.
Why are you telling me this?
I just found out. Like
Uh,
I did it again. My volume on my editor, the normal volume is 100. You can go up to 200.
mm.
The normal one is centered at 100. So I put it up to 200. See if that would help. And as far as Reservoir Dogs goes, yeah, it's all right. It's not one of my favorite Tarantinos. How about you?
I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I mean, I think that that beginning conversation at the restaurant
My
is
favorite part.
one of his
And
best. I think it's one of his best some of his best dialogue he's ever written for a film.
I
And it
agree
was
with
yeah, and it was
with the
that's the
tipping.
one that's his first movie. And the tipping, yeah.
I definitely
Mm,
Steve Buscemi. I definitely agree with him,
mm.
but I don't not tip.
All right.
You know, I do every time. But I just think it's annoying the way people come to accept it, expect it rather. Yeah, expect it, and it's got to be regardless of what they put in the effort in and stuff. That's nonsense, you know. But was much better. Well, I got to know what was he saying. What is he saying, Silver Phantom? What is he saying? I want to know what Oscar's saying. One more time. Not Tom. What is Oscar saying here? Whoever knows gets a prize. Ready? One more time.
You're kidding! Who cares about
At the end, you don't. Is just mumbling. At the end, he's going, "Who cares about Bolivian chickens?" But even the first two words, everybody should be able to tell. Uh, it's not for me.
I have never seen it, and I have no interest in seeing You've Got Mail. That was the second film after they did Sleepless in Seattle, I believe, wasn't it?
There it is. You're kidding, he says. But he doesn't care
Mm,
about something. Felix is telling him about Bolivia chickens, Bolivian chickens, and he's going, "You're kidding. Who cares about Bolivian chickens?" Uh, but anyway, you got mail. I think my yeah. You go. Favorite part,
Oh,
Pulp
there you
Fiction,
go.
the whole thing.
Ah,
uh, my favorite part is Pulp Fiction is probably the whole all the stuff with Uma Thurman and John Travolta's date. The whole from the beginning to the end is probably my favorite thing about it. It's masterful.
mm, mm.
Down, 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 down,
I think I
down.
like the whole GIMP scene, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
I'm
But
just kidding.
not
Just
for the same reasons you like it.
teasing. I'm teasing. Favorite scene in Pulp Fiction. Again, I mean, the opening scene is fantastic. I love the two at the diner talking about robbing the place.
Show my new find on film. Oh no, well that's the Planet of the Apes reel. It's kind of over in the back. I'm too lazy. Get it.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the history of violence.
That's Cronenberg, and I think that is a fantastic film. I love it. His follow-up, Eastern Promises, was even better. He was using Viggo Mortensen a lot, like like 3 or 4 films, and I think they're all great.
Now, which scene was that? The Gimp scene, John?
Were you the Gimp?
Yeah, you. Dun, 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 dun,
The
dun, 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 dun. What a great music. He knows how to
Gimp
use the right
sleeping.
music. Yeah.
Go wake him up.
That is the greatest, man. I love that. And this is going to be
Yeah.
the 30th anniversary of that movie this year. That better
Can you
be it.
believe that?
No, I can't. I can't remember. I can't remember, Tom. I can't remember things that are 40th anniversary. I mean, I can't believe 40th
Yeah.
anniversaries.
I
Things.
saw that movie 5 days in a row at the theater.
That's. You know, as much. You know, I have such a love affair with the entirety of Kill Bill that it's hard
Yeah.
for me to keep putting. Um, Pulp Fiction is my number one Tarantino, but I really think it's got to stay my favorite. I don't know because I love
Mm,
Kill Bill 1 and 2.
mm.
Uh, 1994 was a great year for movies. Trying to
Yeah,
remember other ones.
that was Shawshank Redemption.
Did did this question really come up? Did it
Oh
really
no.
come up? Are you Henry? Come on.
Um, I think
I
we've
don't
answered
know.
that question enough.
I'm gonna go with the Birds of Psycho. I know that they're like
Ah,
scary horror type things, but I've seen other ones too. You know, Rear Window, Rope, Shadow of a Doubt. These are all ones I like. The man, there was two versions of The Man Who Knew Too Much, wasn't it? What's the
yeah,
one with Ray
yeah,
Milland?
yeah,
That's the one I saw, the
yeah.
'50s one. Dial M for Murder. I've seen a bunch. I was more on a mission to see all these types of movies once upon a time.
Right. Shadow of a Doubt. I love, but Vertigo for me.
The only one really that I get annoyed at times is Danny. No, I get annoyed at people easy. You know, people drive me nuts, man. So it's the way it is. But then
I
there's
think it's a
people
reoccurring theme
that never, like
with
Doc,
a lot of
never
people.
annoys me. When Bruce, a scene where Bruce was throws the fight.
Okay.
I like everything. Everything is like it just good. Just he knows how to. He copies other movies. That's why he's copying the greats and he puts them all together and you know and
He makes them their own. He makes them his own.
yeah. So he does a really good job. Stephen, yeah, even that cab ride with that cab driver when they're having the
Mm.
conversation is an interesting
Mademoiselle.
scene. Yeah, everything. The only real to me, again, I think Pulp Fiction's pretty perfect as a movie. The only thing is, if I was gonna nitpick one thing, like what's one moment, I think the whole thing when he's in the bedroom, and I can't remember the name now, Bruce Willis with his girlfriend, and it seems to go on a
Mm.
little longer. Oh,
Mm.
the two of them together. I'm just waiting for the point when he finds out that his what is he missing? Damn,
Oh, the watch.
the watch that was asked. Yeah, when he's
Yeah.
missing the
Yeah.
watch, it goes crazy. I keep waiting. Let's get through all of this and them, talking and sleep
Mhm.
and have I want breakfast and pot belly. Let's just get to
Yeah.
that. But other than that, I mean, I'm like the rest of it is like perfect to me. Yeah, Frenzy. I forgot Frenzy. I saw I like Frenzy as
Frenzy's
well.
good. Frenzy's good.
Yeah, my memory ain't what it always was. Three Amigos. I think I saw that a long time ago and it was okay, but it's been long
I thought
since.
it was terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah. A lot of those Chevy Chase, Steve Martin films from the '80s are hit or miss for me.
yeah. The thing with two heads, Ray Milland collecting booze bucks. You got to see that if you've never seen it.
Bruce Bucks. Oh, those
Yeah, yeah, I've
four
seen Once
greats
Upon a
of.
Time in Hollywood. I don't care for it that much. I just don't. It's. I like it better now than I did the first time. I've seen it a few times. To me, I like the look of it. I like the way it really captures the feel of 1960s,
Hmm.
and I think it looks really good. But I don't know. There's not much of a point to it to me. But
I
except
don't know if
just
there's really supposed to be a point. It was
yeah,
more or
I
less
know.
to celebrate.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Not.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the one size fits all theory that I always say, like with
Yeah.
music or anything. I say, well, why doesn't it have a point? Then, like you said, it's not supposed to be, right? And then there's other times where I may like a movie that doesn't have any point, and somebody
Right.
say, "But there's no point," and then I'll say, like you said, "Well, it's not supposed to have one." I don't know why that is. Sometimes you want something to have.
Yeah.
I wanted that to have more of a point to
Yeah.
it, other
More
than just
meaning.
more meaning, other than the idea at the end.
Yeah.
Well, that's not really what happened with Sharon Tate and
Right.
everything. That's all. Other than that trick ending, I don't. I don't know. I was looking for more, and that ranch scene
That
really
was.
pisses me off because it's a
Yeah.
really tense scene with the ranch, and nothing
Right.
happens.
Yeah. Oh, I remember being like, oh my god, you could cut the tension with a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no interest whatsoever in the Jeepers Creepers films.
I saw the first one in the theater before I heard whatever happened with this crazy guy, be a pedophile or whatever. Anyway, I saw it in the movie theater and didn't know anything, and then later I heard, oh yeah, this guy, whatever, director. And anyway, I remember it being okay, but I I, I, I might have taken notes on these. I have that. I still have a database.
Mm. Yeah, look,
Clark.
I mean that's probably going to be the role he's going to be remembered for.
Yep, I think so.
You know, when he passes, it's going to say vacation actor Chevy Chase dead.
I go for or Saturday Night Live maybe too, but I go for the themes, the song. I like the song. I didn't like the movie.
Well, what's her name? Well, you know, walks out of the little tent. Um, Belushi's, not Belushi, but Aykroyd's future wife. When she walks out of the tent, that's a pretty good scene. But other than
Well,
that,
again, I saw that in the theater in 1985. Can't remember
yeah,
anything
yeah,
else about it, except I didn't care for it.
mm,
I guess if I saw it again, perhaps I'd see that scene and remember it. But yeah, Jerry Lewis, King of Comedy, my favorite Jerry Lewis movie.
yeah. That film that he doesn't want us to see about the Holocaust, that's supposed to be able to be seen this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Clown Who Cried.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know
On
anything.
Blu-ray, on Blu-ray. I mean, it should be soon.
You know. Yeah, we talked about Richard Lewis
Yeah,
already, John. Yes, indeed. And yeah, yep.
yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. So what did you watch recently, Joe?
Oh well, I watched the movies I've seen over and over
100
again
times? Yeah.
because, well, I just haven't been feeling well a lot lately, and sometimes I just put them on like in the afternoon. It just certain movies are like a medicine to me. They take me back to my
Hmm.
childhood, or I want
Yeah.
comfort. I just want to chill. So I put them on like the old mummy movies.
Yeah.
I watched the Mummy's Hand, the Mummy's Tomb, the Mummy's Ghost, and the Mummy's Curse, all from the '40s. And then I watched this movie, The Spider Woman Strikes Back.
Right.
And did I watch it? You know, I have to really be sharp and feeling pretty good to take in a movie that I haven't seen and really 'cause I want to process it. Yeah,
Yeah. I hear you.
and
I hear
the
you.
the plot of the new modern Planet of the Apes, the concept. Well, it's hundreds of years after. I don't like to use the same names as the original series, but the Caesar character is dead. This is hundreds of years after that, and the apes, I believe, now talking and running around and
Yeah.
running the place, and the humans are savage. I think sort of like
Yeah.
the first original Planet of the Apes movie.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, when you're done. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to when they because at the end of the first in the
Yeah,
series,
yeah,
they had, the paper drops and then they show that, the spaceship is lost. You know,
right.
I've been waiting for them to bring that back into the series.
Yeah,
And hopefully it'll be either with this one or the because if this one actually looks kind of almost like the original Planet of the Apes, because you see the humans,
yeah,
they're more like, running around in the
yeah,
fields, and then the apes are,
yeah.
are hunting them or whatever. So
Yeah, and then if they try to get, if they get like you said at the end of the first, they try to bring one of those astronauts back, into the
right.
future.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine,
yeah.
but it won't be Taylor from the original Planet of the Apes because
Yeah, right. No, I mean, right.
people keep some people thought this ties into the first '68 film, and it does not. This is its own entity.
Yeah,
It has nothing to
yeah.
do with the. I'm glad it has nothing to do with it. Although I'm hearing that as a big fan, that the comic is doing a comic book series now that I think that takes up after the original series and works. And
Okay.
they introduce other species of apes, like the gibbons. There were no
Mm,
gibbons in the original series. There was only gorillas, chimpanzees, and orangutans. Now they got gibbons. That that's why I've said, as a fan, a lover of the original series from the '70s, really.
right.
There's so many things that they could do if they have the good writers to take it beyond the limitation
Right.
and scope all across the globe of the world of what's going on, and they just never did it. I'd much rather them do that. Person as a fan, I'd much rather them copy the style, have people in makeups that look kind of like. humanoid ape actors. Kind of. I
Right.
really wish they would do that and take after from the original movies somehow. But we'll see. If this is popular enough, maybe they'll do like two series. They do things like that with Star Trek.
Yeah.
They have different Star
Right.
Trek things going
Oh
on.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, they could easily. I think they could easily, turn it into a TV series.
Yeah.
I mean, whether or not they're afraid it will fail like the original did. Uh, but I mean, again, if you write good scripts and execute, the scripts, who's to say it can't be good?
Yeah, Silver Phantom, you would be 199%, 200% right about this. Yeah, that's what I did. I just wanted something to put me out, really, and I mean in a comforting way, not just
Yeah,
a comforting way. I've seen them, and that.
I've
But
done
then,
that before.
yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I just want to like put something on, listen a little, maybe comment.
Yeah,
But at some point I did completely watch all of them too. Like The Mummy's Curse took me like 2 weeks to watch or something. Well, for 2 weeks, but and these movies are an hour. That's
yeah.
because of the series. They're like
Some
61
of them
minutes,
are
62 minutes,
64.
and it's like it's just too damn
Yeah,
comfortable, man. It's like that's what I do, like and I like that too. But
yeah,
I won't be sleeping when I see Ben Hur in the movies for 4 hours. I'll be awake 7:30
yeah.
to 7:30 at night till I guess 11:30 or
Well, they'll
12.
have an intermission, right, Joe?
Yeah, they'll have an I'm sure they
Yeah,
didn't say they would, but they
yeah.
they had an intermission with the other times I saw it. I saw it
Okay.
at other theaters, bigger theaters, three other times over the years, and they always had an intermission.
Beetle Eddie, to quote the great Tommy Lee Jones in The Fugitive, I don't care.
Let me see this. Hold on a minute. Is Johnny Depp going to be in Pirates? I hear yes and I hear no.
You're kidding! Who cares about
No offense, Beetle Eddie. I mean,
Maybe I
look,
should maybe I should take off the part where he goes, "Who cares about
man.
Bolivian chickens?" Because I should anyway.
Yeah, look, I really enjoyed the first Pirates of the Caribbean film. Other than that, I just thought they just went straight, they went downhill
Yeah,
ever
I can't
since.
even think about watching those, man. I sometimes my girlfriend watches all that crap I hate, and like I see she's got it on. I'm like, oh, one of these. I don't know which one it was. They got him doing his Keith Richards thing and all this. I'm like, get out
Yeah.
of here, please.
Right.
Quincy. Yeah, that's Quincy exactly. Yeah. Tom, do I annoy you?
What?
Sometimes do I annoy you, honestly?
No, because you're just gonna play a clip.
But instead of working at not being annoyed at me, you should stop being annoying to me.
Ah, I love that show. In case you couldn't
Yeah.
guess. The- oh,
Mm.
no. I don't know what a great actor is. He's good as Bond, and that's it for me. I mean, he's done I've seen him in a lot of other things.
I th- I think he can be good. I think he can be great. It just depends on the material. I mean, obviously, I mean him and Michael Caine. I mean, they were just in a lot of movies, and some of them were shit. Some of them were good. Both of them, I think, can be great. But again, it's depends on the material. I don't think he's great consistently.
Mm.
Some. Why have I think? Do I think I've heard of that film? Some.
Oh,
Oh, I think I have seen it.
greatest British actor, Boris Karloff. Is he British? I guess he is. I
I'll
don't
have to
know.
look it up. But
I can't think of
well,
these things.
you got Laurence Olivier.
So Laurence Olivier, is he
Yeah,
British?
Mr. Lawrence. Gary Oldman. If you want to talk about current, um,
Except he ain't Dracula. Won the Oscar for
uh,
The Untouchables.
yeah, Connery won a Best Supporting Actor. Yeah.
Richard Burton,
Burton's fantastic. Alec Guinness is fantastic.
especially The Exorcist 2, The Heretic.
Yeah. What's the why am I Peter O'Toole? Fantastic. But they're all boozers.
Collected some booze
Oliver
bumps.
Reed. I mean, yeah, all
Oh,
of them
forget
were.
it. That guy. Oh, Peter Cushing. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, they all knew how to handle a pint. I disagree with that. Gary Oldman's I think, been better than Jeremy Irons. Listen, Jeremy Irons is great. He's the Academy Award winner. But I think Gary Oldman's been better. Daniel Day-Lewis, three-time Academy Award winner for Best Actor. You know, what can you say? I mean, if you judge acting by how many Oscars somebody has, then Daniel Day-Lewis is right on the top of the list.
What can you say? After all, it wasn't your fault. You know what that is, I'll bet. It's a line from a movie that you like. Uh, it's from After
Anthony,
Hours.
yeah, After
When the
Hours. Go ahead.
I don't know. Two
Mm.
guys are making out in the bar. I don't know what to say. What can you say? After all, it wasn't your fault.
Um,
After he gets the girl killed, it wasn't your fault.
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna meet Griffin Dunn at the Griffin Dunn and Roseanne Arquette are both going to be at the Chiller.
No
There's
kidding.
a lot of people going to be at that this time. I don't even know where to begin. There's so many of them. No,
Hmm.
I can't remember anybody. William Shatner.
Yeah.
If I'm going to try to meet the Shat, hopefully.
What?
Yeah,
The
William
guy's like
Shatner.
in his 90s now.
Yeah. Did you know they raised the subway fare? Yeah. Well,
Mm.
I, I, who would know exactly?
Oh yeah, that's also After Hours.
I could
Yeah.
go to a party, have a few
Yeah.
drinks.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Terrence Stapp is good as well.
Oh, John Lennon, no way.
Uh, they're also dead too. Yeah, they are. Robert Shaw was good. He's more Irish though, isn't
Oh
he?
yeah, yeah. Well, Robert Shaw's.
Yeah.
He would be whatever he is. Was Irish.
Yeah.
He's like up there for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't forget, Tom just recently liked Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, which are great.
Oh yes. Yes. Yeah. Those three films with Walter, not Walter, but why am I?
We just said him, Robert Shaw.
No, well, that and then the main actor, um,
Oh my God, Walter Matthau.
Walter Matthau. Thank you.
Well,
That Charlie Varick and the Laughing Policeman. All three great
mm.
films. All a year apart.
Hey, could you tell me where I could find Inspector Daniels? I'm Inspector Daniels. Oh, well, I thought you were the. I don't know what the hell I thought. That's just one of my
Mm,
favorite moments. I didn't expect that Daniels like just sitting there like,
mm.
boy,
Peter Sellers was very talented.
Peter Sellers.
What?
Yeah,
Mm.
yes, that's right. Peter Cushing is
Oh,
in it.
really? No
Yeah,
kidding.
Jump at Oxford with Laurel and Hardy.
That one of the silent ones?
No, 1940. It's one of the last. It might be the last film they did. I mean, that might be the very last one they did for Hal Roach until they
Mm,
went over to Fox. And I've gotten to like the Fox movies for those of you who know them. I mean, because the story is, Laurel and Hardy, Hal Roach films are great. Then they got older, they went over to Fox, and they didn't, and MGM, Fox and MGM, and they didn't really know how to handle them and their comedy and write for them, and they weren't very good. But over the years, I've come to enjoy them. Not all of them. A Haunting We Will Go is one of the worst. Uh,
mm.
I think there's no haunted house in it. There's no like spookiness in it. It's just the title. A haunting we will go.
Mm,
Maybe I'll put one of those on tonight and fall asleep to it.
there you go.
I had a rough day. Jack Wild.
All right, I don't think you guys have to name any more British actors
Yeah, yeah,
anymore.
right. Because
Okay.
we're okay. You guys are annoying me.
Yeah, I mean, even
That's
Christian
right.
Bale's is a British actor, I think, isn't he?
I, I forgot about that. Doesn't yeah? Laurel hits his head and becomes the smart one. Doesn't he call? Doesn't he call the other guy fatty? He keeps going, "Okay, fatty." He keeps insulting Hardy, call him fatty. I think he calls him fatty. And don't call me Ollie. They're my favorites. I don't care. Even more than the Three Stooges.
Mm,
And I gotta get so much stuff on my list. Like I gotta write freaks on my list. I'm gonna do that right now. I got a little notebook here of movies I gotta buy. It's like everything. Uh-oh. Where's my social security number? What's in here somewhere? I mean, not my regular social security number. I mean the one I need to log in.
mm,
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna write down freaks.
yeah.
Then I gotta write down Laurel and Hardy Silence. Gotta get moving with this stuff, man. Life is short. Movies. And I'm sure there's other things that I just can't think of right now that I want to get. It's so. Want a drink of water? It's so cold and clear.
How sweet it is.
Yeah, but I was actually doing Gloria Graham
Uh,
in Blood and
yeah.
Lace.
Oh yeah, Blood and Lace. Yeah.
I'm thirsty. It was a horrible thing when I was a kid, putting a girl in the attic for like weeks.
Mm.
I'm thirsty.
Blood and Lace.
Yeah, not to be confused with Blood and Black Lace, which is another
Yeah,
movie.
which I did get confused with, and I did buy that. So
Oh,
I
you
need to
did.
watch that
I
one.
forget that. Did
Yeah.
you tell me that happened?
Yeah. Back in when I was living in Arizona still.
Yeah, it's supposed to be very good. I don't think I've seen that one. That's Italian.
Uh,
Blood
yeah.
and Mario Bava, I think.
Italians make some crazy stuff, I'll
Did
tell
you
you.
ever see Suspiria?
No, but actually the actress that's in it, I really like.
Jessica
From
Harper?
forgetting her names, yeah, because she was also in Phantom of the Park, which I
Oh,
also,
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, she's in there
yeah,
too.
yeah.
All right, with these names of these actors, that's enough, folks. No more names of actors. And that fits here too because it's movies related, right?
Yeah,
I didn't really even
yeah.
think of that. I thought I wasn't going to use those here, but I'm testing these
Well, that's
out.
something we could do in the future. Whatever is just have whoever's watching name an actor. We gotta list off our favorite films that they're in or something.
Yeah, we could do that.
Wow.
That's,
Ah,
that is probably my favorite one that you have on there.
oh, that one. Whoa. Actually, even though they were the last movie, Laurel and Hardy, Utopia, I actually don't think it's as bad as some of the ones they made earlier for MGM. I actually
Mm,
think there's some laughs in that, even though actually Stan was the only one who was ill in that.
mm,
Ollie wasn't ill, just old and fat. Yeah, the problem with the Three Stooges for me is that a little of them goes a long way. I
yeah.
can't watch too much of that.
Um,
Come on, folks. Maybe we can talk
Oliver
about yours.
Grant's greatest British film ever made. That's interesting, but I'll tell you my favorite British animated film, and that's Watership Down. Um, but greatest British film ever made.
I can't like. There's so
That's
many films. I probably have one,
right.
but I just don't have it at
Yeah.
the tip of my tongue. I ain't going to say A Hard Day's Night.
Well, I
But
think that was made with American
oh,
backing. So yeah.
greatest British horror film. I got two
Okay.
horror films. One of them
Right.
is Night of the Demon, otherwise known as Curse of the Demon,
Mm,
and another one is Horror Hotel, aka City of the Dead. Those are two great British
mm,
horror films. But then again, there's a lot of great British horror films when I think of it.
mm. Yeah, David Lean's, one of the great directors for sure. So I have no problem with people saying Lawrence of Arabia or Bridge on the River Kwai.
I don't know what this is. Drive-in
Mm.
beam quickly made
B
movies.
B B movies.
Oh, be more. I There probably are. I mean, I have tons of those things, but not as like collections, you know. And I did see, yeah, This Is Your Life with Laurel and Hardy on there, and supposedly they were not very happy about doing it, especially Stan. But you wouldn't really be able to tell because they were professionals.
Mm.
Oh man, I gotta relax.
Yeah, but how do you really?
Wow.
I mean, if they're inviting you to do this is your life. I mean, you really
Yeah.
don't have any control over it, right?
Well,
You
it's
know, I mean,
surprise. They surprise
yeah,
people, and they don't know they're going to be on sometime. Well, most of the time they don't know.
right,
All the
yeah,
time, I think they don't know. And that's the thing. And sometimes they're not ready for it, or they don't want to do it. And they're like, "Hey, surprise!" It's like, and Karloff
right,
didn't want to do it either. Karloff
yeah,
was not. He was not feeling well and all this stuff, and
yeah.
because they had
Some
him in
people don't
there.
want that kind of attention, you
Yeah,
know.
some people don't.
Yeah,
A lot of it. Karloff hated that stuff. He didn't
yeah,
like talking about his personal life and all this stuff. And then
right.
Ralph Edwards goes in there, and in the Karloff's case, they tricked him. They said he was going to be in there to watch a taping of the show with somebody else, so he was in the
Hmm.
audience with his wife. And then when it came time to show who it was going to be, they turned the camera in the audience, and he's sitting there. And it's like, it's you. I'm like, "It's me?" And then he goes up there. Of course, he handled it perfectly, because he was.
Mm,
I don't think Lou Costello liked it either.
yeah,
You could tell almost on his face that he wasn't wild about it.
yeah. Matchstickman. I saw the headline for that, but I haven't read the article yet. So, but that is pretty fascinating.
Oh my god! Now I
Hopefully,
gotta buy everything over on one disc. For
yeah.
like $100,000 or something.
Hopefully, there's not
He was
a
mad because they
virus that
weren't.
comes with it and destroys your Blu-ray players.
Uh, Summer of '42, the movie.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not a British movie, is it? Are you just
yeah, I
asking
think
in
so.
general? It
Yeah,
is British.
I think so.
Yeah, I saw this. I saw this. Yeah, and I think is it true because she had some porn in there too in her history, or
Ooh.
you know,
Well, she's not necessarily porn, but I think she did some B-level sex films.
yeah, I always thought that was what it was. Yeah, I saw that clip where she refused. She walked off.
With William Shatner or something like that. Or am I thinking of a different actress?
With what?
She did a film. Didn't she do a B film with Shatner
Well,
where she
Shatner
was
was
kind
in
of
everything,
naked?
so I don't
Yeah.
know. He was in everything, so I don't know what. Maybe they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen Summer of '40. I mean, I seem to remember a couple of scenes with them getting stuck in. When they used to do the thing with the kids, they used to try to fill up a
I've never
phone
seen
booth.
it.
Like they all go in the phone booth and get jammed into the phone booth. I seem to remember that. Um. Oh, like I could be here for 2 hours with horror films.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah,
other than cheesy horror films, well, I like The Happening.
mm,
I don't understand what the people. I think The Happening is a good science fiction movie. M Night Shyamalan, whatever his name is. Um, that's
Shamalama
considered
Ding
bad.
Dong.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I love a lot of B sci-fi sword and sandal films from the 80s.
I love
You know,
Frankenstein's Daughter. I could name millions of those kind of movies that I
yeah.
absolutely love. There's a movie with Karloff called Frankenstein 1970, which is considered terrible, and I love it.
Mm.
You know, it takes
Oh,
place. It's been made in the 1950s, but it's supposed to be the future
yeah.
of 1970, and I
The
liked it.
Ice Pirates, the Beastmaster, Sword and Sorcerer. I mean, all that stuff from the 80s. I ate all that stuff up.
I know what Danny would say if he was here.
You say, wow.
Do you know why he's doing that? Do you know why he's doing that? It,
No.
well, because the whole scene. They actually have a scene in there where he has a brother, and his brother gets sausages for breakfast, and he says, "I don't like sausages," and then Spanky says, "I love sausages." So when they're not looking, the older brother feeds it under the table to the dog.
Mm,
Right, he keeps feeding the
okay.
sausages because he gives them away to the dog to eat, and then Spanky gets under there, and pushes the dog away, and starts acting like he's a dog. He starts biting on his
Okay.
brother's pants, pulling his pants with his teeth,
Uh,
and he feeds Spanky. Right, so then he sees after a while he sees it's Spanky trying to imitate the dogs. I'll fix him. So he puts Tabasco sauce on the sausage, and gives it to him. And then at one point, as
uh,
he's eating the sausage, you gotta get to work on those, man. Let me
uh,
tell you, you won't be so. I guarantee you won't be sorry if you watch those
I ain't got enough
classic
time,
flicks.
Joe. I ain't got enough
Yeah, I
time.
neither why. That's the problem. You have less time when you retire. I don't know how that works,
Yeah.
but man, get those
Well,
classic
you're also running a taxi service as well.
taxi service. I mean, with driving her
Oh, for
around
your
everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
And
I'm
yeah,
not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just
not that
saying
there's
that
anything wrong with that.
yeah.
But yeah, get those classic flicks, man, and watch. I watch. It's like five or six, I think
Mm,
5 volumes.
yeah.
Yeah, they use that with a lot of things. They use that. They also have one where I don't know. I think something happened. I can't even say it. Even talking about it is not permitted today. The way I'm going to talk about it. But there's even
Mm.
this one where there's like an African American cook or
Mm.
something, and he goes to kiss his girlfriend, and what the kids have a pet chimpanzee or something that kind of like gets in the way, and he sees the chimpanzee, and he hear that noise. Wow! And he like runs away. They
Mm.
use that over and over again. You know,
Crazy.
and I'm just telling you what they did back then in those.
Hmm.
That's a funny noise though. Whatever.
I love it. Why are you telling me this?
That's a good question.
Why are you telling me this?
Oh, so one other thing that I picked up too, because being the Robert De Niro fan that I am,
You are?
the Funko, yeah, well, the Funko Pop series, they just released the Goodfellas line,
Let me
and
let me
there's the
let me
Jimmy,
blow this up because I can't believe it.
yeah, yeah, there's Jimmy Conway, the role with even with the little mole under the eye.
It doesn't even
You
look
got
like him.
well, it doesn't have to look like him,
Yeah, it does.
it's got the mole. That's all you need.
You guys should get that thing
Jimmy
taken off. I
Conway,
would.
yeah.
I got a couple I
Ah,
still got to take
that's
off.
like that's his Streisand nose right there.
Oh yeah,
You don't
well,
you
but
don't
he
you
should be
don't.
more like you should have that squintier eyes though, that doll for him. I don't know.
Yeah, uh,
Yeah, I had enough
yeah, I
of
love
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
For some reason, that's a movie I've seen enough of. I don't know why. I've seen it like about at least twice, maybe 3 times. I liked it, but then the last time I watched it, I was like, I think I had enough. I don't know why. But I still got to
Mm,
see Casino, which I have here. I found it on a used DVD. It's not a Blu-ray,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
but to screen it, to watch it, I'm fine with that for now. And then if I like it,
Mm.
so then I'd pick it up on a Blu-ray.
Yeah, I mean some are terrifying. I'll agree with you there, Daniel. Mm.
I didn't put any of these up. Wait a minute here. Teen Wolf, but I love it. The Naked Bomb. That's the Don Adams Get Smart movie, which I heard
Oh, well,
sucked.
they
I've never
just
seen it.
yeah. Yeah, they speaking of Naked, they just announced that they're rebooting the Naked Gun franchise with
Oh
Liam
no,
Neeson. Yeah,
no.
yeah,
He's
that's,
gonna be in the part.
he's gonna. Yes, yeah, yeah.
Oh Jesus! Come on. The fun. I tell you, some things you just can't
Mhm.
get again. I mean, who knows? You don't know until you see
I
it.
don't know.
It might actually be. Who knows? Maybe it's better.
Yeah,
But that
maybe,
guy
but
Leslie Nielsen is perfect with that stuff.
yeah, you can't always strike lightning twice. I mean,
You know what happened? I don't know if it happened to you guys, anybody out there, or Tom. But after watching like some of that Leslie Nielsen stuff and laughing at with it, whenever I watch old Leslie Nielsen stuff, I laugh, even though he's not supposed to be funny, because he's just he's being serious. And the funniest thing
yeah,
ever is Ben Hur when he's like auditioning. It's the funniest thing.
right,
He's doing these serious lines, and he looks like
yeah,
he's setting it up for some kind of a laugh
yeah,
with the Roman outfit on and he's everything. I can't say that Rome was. He has to spear. I know. I can't. Rome. We know that Rome is the mightiest power. But
mm,
Nazareth, I think is better. Whatever he's saying, I'm like, this is hilarious. It's not supposed to be hilarious. I
right,
watch Forbidden Planet. I can't keep a straight face no more. He's
yeah, because
Poseidon Adventures, the captain.
because all you can do is you see him and all you're waiting for him to say, "Have you ever seen any movies about gladiators?"
Uh,
you know.
should I correct you? I think that was Peter Graves in that scene. I think I could be wrong,
Mm, yeah.
but yeah, he's funny. Yeah, I think there's a lot of lines I like. Can I interest you in a nightcap? No, thanks. I don't wear them. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and put it up, Joe. Go ahead. I don't care if you put that comment up.
What
Go ahead.
comment? What? I don't see it.
Third one up.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Help me, Lord.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Is this some kind of bust? It is quite
That's
impressive,
what-
yes.
Oh, now I'm Jones and the
Yeah, it
airplane.
was Peter Graves. Yeah, yeah, well, that's true. Straight man Peter Graves. I think he did that line. He was the pilot, I think. I forget part what part did Leslie Nielsen play in Airplane? Oh, nice beaver.
Yeah, but that's Naked Gun, isn't it? Though.
Yeah, thanks. I
Yeah.
just had it stuffed. Oh, okay. Let me help you with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is. He
Okay,
is. Oh.
you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I go
It's all
down to
right.
the like? You had enough?
Mm,
Just kidding. Uh, oh, the doctor. He was the doctor. Oh, okay.
good stuff.
Surely you can't be serious. That's a classic. That's a classic line.
Don't call me Shirley. Um, I was watching one of the YouTube movie shows that I watched. They were talking about the Naked Gun being rebooted, and the guy was like, the host was like, 5% chance that they have O.J. Simpson do a cameo.
Oh, imagine if they did that.
Oh,
Oh man, imagine if they did that.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
All in the Family's videotape, but I don't know. It has a certain. I can't imagine like All in the Family not being, you know, on videotape. So used to it that way.
Mm.
All counting on you. Now I can't think what that was for. What is that for? Counting on me for what? Am I slow? I'm getting tired. Hmm. Well, I'm counting on you. Selfish.
Yeah,
Oh. This is getting like, kind of like, it's
yeah,
getting
we're
very
getting
near the end. How you
This is
feeling,
the
Tom?
end. I'm feeling good. I'm
Feeling?
gonna just trying to figure out what movie I'm gonna watch after
Oh,
this. And,
God bless you. You could stay awake.
not all the time.
Oh, sometimes
Sometimes.
you
I
don't
mean,
make
but
it.
I'm yeah. Sometimes I don't make it, but I mean, ever since I'm working nights now, I mean, I'm just getting back into
Oh,
being up, and I hate it. I miss having my nights.
was was Twilight? I mean, was that financial necessities why they did a few episodes on video? It wasn't an artistic choice. I didn't know this.
Hmm.
Yeah, Twilight Zone. I don't like. Well, I kind of prefer on film. Yes, that should be as good as Steve Martin in the Pink Panther reboot. When somebody owns a character and they are that
Yeah.
character, it's really
Yeah.
tough, man. It's tough.
I agree. I agree.
I mean, you might argue the same thing about James Bond. How many times do they have to switch James Bond actors? But
That's the thing about reboot. I mean, you look at a series like the James Bond franchise, okay? And every time they switched over, or even like the Doctor Who, when they switched over, the British show, think it's a continuation. They just change actors, really. I mean, we're now with all these superhero stuff, it has to be a reboot. They just can't change actors. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, like that first line of Batman films with Keaton and Val Kilmer and then George Clooney. I mean, they kind of did that, but they were less and less successful. But I don't see why you have to reboot everything. Just find a really good actor to continue in the role.
oh, okay. The airplane movie. I don't know. Is that a line? We're
Yeah,
all counting on you.
yeah, probably. I just don't remember.
I
Yeah. How do you like your coffee?
don't know the answer to that. You're supposed to
You
know.
remember that one?
Is there a line to
No,
that?
yeah, the kids. It's like, how do you take your coffee? Black, like my men.
Oh, that's right. That's a class. That's a classic. I gotta get another one after that where he goes like this.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I don't want to keep using the same
those.
odd couple lines. I'm tired of them already.
Too bad the 3D wasn't invented during the Three Stooges days.
That's 3D. That's a 3D short. It is.
That is a 3D short.
That's actually
Okay,
three a
I did
three
not know
stu.
that.
You
Yeah,
put your
yeah.
glasses on. That's what
Okay,
he's doing.
I didn't.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
did. Oh yeah, they had 3D because they went up to the
yeah,
three. The Three Stooges went from the 30s to 1970,
yeah.
and the 50s they made two shorts in 3D. That's one of them.
Right.
I forgot what I was gonna
Yeah.
do now. Damn it! Oh, hate when I forget something. It was something funny I thought, but you always think it's gonna be good. What were
Yeah.
we saying before?
Charles.
Uh,
Charles, I love I yeah, I'm a Doctor Who fan, but I'm a Tom Baker Doctor Who fan. That's my
oh,
doctor.
can't remember what I was gonna talk about or do. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. You haven't gotten to this episode in season 5 yet, but there's an episode where there's two episodes with Howard Cosell. Have you watched the one yet? The first one with Howard Cosell?
Yeah, yeah, the first one,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, so
Yeah.
they don't get along and everything. There's another episode later where, um, he goes on the show, Oscar, and he has all these insults written out by a professional gag writer and insult Howard Cosell with. Anyway, one of them I was going to use on here. Anytime somebody comes on that has a channel,
Mm,
I was going, yes, sir, I always, oh, no, he did it wrong. Yes, sir, I never miss your show. I never see it, so I never miss it.
I miss
I
it.
was, I was gonna put that one on. I did that wrong.
Mm,
Howard. Yes, I got to do it. The reason I like it is because he's reading from the notes. So you got like, yes, hello, Howard. Oh, hey, Howard, is that a new suit you have on, or do you just get the old one repainted? Hey, Madison, how do you see tonight's game? A lot better than you do without your glasses. Four eyes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Howard. I never miss your show. I never see it, so I never miss it. I was, think, I was thinking of using that.
Mm.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Uh,
okay for you to be here. Goodbye. I deleted the comment without blocking it. See, now they put a delete thing here, and
oh,
I deleted instead of block. Henry, you can't take it upon yourself to just come back. That's the thing that gets me.
yeah. 64. Yeah, Michael Caine did retire.
I feel bad for Henry.
However,
Don't feel bad for that
I,
guy.
yeah, I don't feel bad for that guy.
I got a heart, man. Better,
He chose his he chose where he wanted to be.
Why are you telling me this?
it's
Um,
clear, huh?
I'm sure if somebody gave him a nice juicy role, like Christopher Nolan or something, I'm sure he'll come out of retirement. But yeah, the guy's 90. I mean,
Oh,
come
the
on.
guy, come on, enough with that with Michael Caine, will you? Not for nothing. Hey, you know what movie I love? Death Trap. Did you see Death
Hmm.
Trap?
No, I don't think
Oh,
I have.
that's worth seeing with
Yeah.
Michael Caine
Michael Caine. Okay.
and Christopher Reeve.
Mm.
And before he had his accident.
Was that the one that they're in the same movie and they're trying to kill each other?
Well, yeah, maybe you did see it then. They were writing a
I've seen the
play.
trailer.
They're
Yeah,
writing a play.
yeah, yeah. I've seen the trailer. Yeah.
That I'll
Okay.
never. That's one of
Yeah.
my happiest experiences ever seeing a movie, because one time
Really.
I was dating a girl. It was a situation. It had nothing to do with what you're thinking already, dirty minds. But anyway, and we were walking to the theater in a multiplex, and we didn't know what we wanted to see. And it said something like 8 o'clock special premiere or preview.
Right.
It said Michael Caine and Christopher Reeve. And I said,
Mm.
well, I like Michael Caine because I just seen Dressed to Kill, the movie Dressed to Kill, and I liked him in
Right.
that. So I said, well, let's see that. Didn't have any idea what it was about. Could have been a western, could have been a comedy, could have been a love story. We didn't know what it was, and it was Death Trap, which is a mystery or
Yeah.
whatever, and it had so many twists and turns. You didn't know what was going to happen. We kept us guessing the whole time, and I
Mm.
really loved it.
Yeah. Speaking of Anthony Hopkins, one of the films that I'm looking forward to this year, and I think it comes out in March. It's a film called One Life, and it's about a guy during World War II who saves all these kids from from dying, from pretty much going to concentration camps. And he never wanted the publicity for it. He never wanted to know and people to know that he was responsible for saving all these lives. But later on in his years, as he was older, he was appeared in the audience of a TV show, and it ended up being about him. And then the host of the show was like, "Hey, if who here was saved from this person?" And everybody in the audience stood up, and it was really emotional. And I get all choked up every time I see the clip.
Oh,
But
easy there.
yeah, so I can't wait to see the film.
By the way, I shouldn't be spending any time on this, but I'm going to just a little bit. Henry, the thing
Right.
is, I wasn't annoyed because you're friends with the guy. If you, because I thought you were friends with him, because you sent a message for him.
Mm.
And he said, you know who wanted me to tell you this. Yeah, so, you know, it must be
Yep.
depressing. It must be, because I would be depressed if I was Henry. I kept doing that. I got a heart of gold, Henry. That's my problem.
Yeah.
That's
You
another
know.
line I could use from Felix. This is the real you, underneath, who's
Mm.
underneath the other real you.
Mm.
Yeah, they changed. They changed Darren's in Bewitched. Didn't sound right.
Oh, I
Am
find
I
that
streaming
hilarious.
it in the AM? I certainly want to get a chance to use my clip.
You're kidding! Who cares about
I should put the whole thing in.
Mhm.
Oh, that's great when he does that. Jesus Christ.
What? Why does he always do this? Why is he
Yeah, he's
he
always
always like
doing. Yeah, yeah,
he's always
yeah.
putting
I
his
think I
hand
know
in the
why,
you
but
know
I think he's
you
got. He
know
told me once he had something on. Like he has something on there. Like
okay
he plays with. It's a bad
okay
habit.
Has he got like a third nipple or something?
That could
Or
be what it is, Scaramanga. I'm gonna start
uh,
calling him
uh,
Scaramanga.
uh,
Hit the like button. It's
yeah.
a great show. I didn't get any money.
Oh
I need all
boy,
the money I can get on this channel. Ah, seriously, I get enough on the other one though. I'm
that's
tired,
good.
man.
So, you're talking about Chicago, right?
Yeah,
The fest. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad you're because we haven't really talked about that since the fest because I've been kind of busy.
yeah.
Last,
Well, I had a good time at the last one. I thought, what the hell? It's the 60th anniversary. If gonna go to one, this is a good one to go to. Maybe the
yeah,
last one. Who knows? And
yeah,
I thought, yeah, that might be a good thing. And then I started not feeling well. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I could handle going to the fest the way I've been feeling lately. I don't mean like anything contagious
yeah,
or anything. And I'm like, it just sucks, but I won't go there. But I'm getting better, so I don't know. And yeah, so I would like to do that. And I made the hotel reservation, and I got the flight booked and all this, so that we
yeah,
have it. So just
yeah,
gotta hope that everything goes good.
yep. Cool.
And so, but you said you were not 100% sure you were going yet.
Oh no, yeah, I'm going. I'm going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, James, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's because I work nights now. Okay, so that makes it hard to do things that I like to do, like doing these things with Joe, and it makes it tougher for Andy and I to get together to record episodes of for Two Legs. And thankfully, I mean, we're closed on Mondays, so obviously that doesn't affect Talk More Talk when we have to do that show. So, but then besides working nights, and like we talk about movies. So I love watching, you know, movies any chance that I can. So yeah, I mean it's uh, you know, things get in the way.
But do you have a
So
set schedule, or you don't?
well, I mean, yeah, I mean it's usually Monday's always off, and then I'll usually have like Wednesday or Thursday off.
Yeah, the
Um,
thing about, I mean,
yeah,
if I have a choice, I prefer to do
yeah,
these Wednesday, and I do that as a courtesy
yeah,
to Doc, because Doc goes live
right,
on Thursdays, so I don't want to I try to avoid
yeah,
that whenever I can, folks, just so you know.
yeah,
But
right,
sometimes if there's some guest or something like a Fab
yeah,
Gab or something on a Sunday, and they got to do it at Doc's time, they got to do it. But
right.
anyway, so Wednesday, I like Wednesday the best if at all possible,
So do
and
I. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but what? But your hours are because you were able to make it. You said you work nights. What?
Well, yeah, well, I just happened to be available tonight because I got sent home early tonight because we
Oh,
were on the slower side, you know. But then again, Saturday is going to be a long day, so that'll kind of make up for the hours that I missed tonight. But again, it's just the way the cookie crumbled this
I,
week,
I'm
you
going
know.
to get my. I'm going to get this reel just so we could look at it.
Yeah, let me see it. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, like I said, I mean, working nights now, that means I'm working until anywhere between 9, 10, 11 o'clock. So, I don't have an opportunity to come on with Joe. And then usually when he does the morning thing, I'm sleeping and I'm not, gonna get up at 7:30 in the morning just to say, Joe, I love you, Joe.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is it.
There
I
it
got
is.
this as a
Okay.
gift just today.
Yeah.
Uh, it came out in '75. You see, it says color, but it was ripped off there. Used to be able to get these in black and white or color. The silent. There's no sound in this, but
Oh, really?
they also did have sound. But back then, it was like that. It was like $20, $30 for sound, which is a lot then. It's kind of a lot now. And I think the black and white was like $7, and the color was like $15. But this is
Hmm.
1970s prices. But anyway, so you had a movie projector, and I had all five of the Apes movies, right? I think I have two of them left in the closet over there, but most of them I don't have anymore. But this one that I got today, and then there's a 200-foot reel, which is about, people keep saying like 15 minutes. It's not. It's more like 10 minutes, 10, 11,
Okay.
12 maybe minutes. And, you feed it into the projector, and the company, you watch it on the screen. And this is before VHS tapes, before laserdisc, before discs, before and as I always say, in those days, if you could have told little 12, 13-year-old me that I could have had all the discs, and right now, if I wanted, I could have an Apes marathon right now. I could say goodbye,
Right.
folks. After, and if I stay up all night, I could watch 5 movies in Blu-ray quality on a big giant TV. You couldn't even imagine that then. But anyway, but I could tell by looking at this. Maybe you could tell. Let me just see.
Yeah.
One thing about this is not the best quality.
Yeah.
Do not touch this leader. Oh, do not patch this leader. But I just want to see if you could tell. You can't really tell, but it's red. I could tell it's red. It turned
Okay.
red.
Yeah.
These were not the best
So
film quality. So
so
over.
that's not the whole film, is it?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's 10 minutes, nine
Uh,
minutes. They take like
Okay.
highlights. They try to make a story out of it. Some of these worked better. Like they took sometimes they could make a nice little story out of it. They take like they make a good little 10 minute, 12 minute story out of it. And they have subtitles like like this
Really?
one here in Planet of the Apes has them. It starts off after the titles, and then it has them in the cornfield already. You don't
Mm.
see them crash or anything. They're in the cornfield, and the apes attack them. And it says like 3 astronauts have landed on a planet where apes rule over men, right, or something. It
Mm.
says on the bottom, and then next thing you know, they have the hunt in there, where they're hunting them,
Okay.
which is the big scene. But it's not the whole hunt. It's abbreviated. Uh, and then after that, he escapes, and they wind up going into the Forbidden Zone. And he sees the Statue of Liberty. I mean,
Right.
that's the whole movie, you know. But these things, especially Beneath the Planet of the Apes, my favorite, always was my favorite as a kid. This second one, it was amazing to me as a kid under the Christmas tree to get that and to be able
Mm.
to watch it on the wall. Eventually, I got a screen, one of those screens.
Right.
But in those days, I just watched them on like the wall, the white wall, in your living room or something. And you
Right.
didn't know anything different, so it was cool to have it.
Mm.
And silent. But I did have one of them in sound. I had the third movie in sound, Escape from the Planet of the Apes. And then later on, they, I got 400-foot reels, which are double the size of these, and those were about 20 minutes.
Mm.
They were the length of like a Three Stooges short. So I bought some Three Stooges shorts when I was like 14 on you know 400-foot reel. They were like a full short of like 16, 20 minutes, whatever. Probably 16 minutes,
Yeah.
20 minutes. But anyway, it's fun back then. But now, you know, we have
Yeah.
Black Hawk films. I remember Black Hawk film. Yeah,
Mm.
all my Super 8 color prints turn pink. Yeah, the color all turns pink. Or yeah,
Interesting. Huh.
some of the Super 8s had scenes cut from the regular releases. Yeah, that could be not with the apes though. I don't think, but some things. Yeah, it's true.
Mm.
Eastman color faded to red. The red is the only color left. The others have faded away, common from that time period.
Mm. Eastman. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, but it's a nostalgia thing. To hold this, just to have this, is like, oh, brings back
So
memories.
that's the Beneath the Planet of the Apes one as well.
What about
You
beneath?
said you said you had two of them.
Well, and when I was a kid, I eventually I got all five as a kid. But
Okay.
the one that was under the Christmas tree was Beneath the Planet of the Apes, the second movie,
Uh.
and that was my favorite movie. And it was a color one. And I actually remember, man, I feel terrible. I actually used to try to find where the stuff was hidden before Christmas, and I actually went into
Right.
the. I found it in the drawer, somebody, my grandfather's drawer under his shirts.
Yeah.
And I got it, and I actually opened it up. What was I? I even took the cellophane off. I guess it was the cellophane.
Right.
And I took it off. I went to the bathroom when I was trying to watch the movie this way. You believe that?
so wait. So the second Planet of the Apes is your favorite of the series?
When I grew up, it was really hardcore for that movie. That's like one of my favorite film
Yeah.
of all time when I was a kid. Now, when I
Mm.
watch them, I can objectively see how it's not the best cinematically. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
liked it the best as a kid. Now I know there's a lot wrong with it. And I actually I interviewed the director Ted Post, who did
Oh, no kidding.
Hang
Oh,
'Em High, I guess, and all this other
yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, I talked to him, became friendly with him when I got in the '90s. And I had an Planet of the Apes magazine, and we did an interview with him. It was a fan magazine and stuff. If it was these kind of days, I'd have him up here, right?
Right.
It was like
Yeah.
doing that. And I interviewed a lot of people. Oh yeah, a lot of people had me go over her house. I went over to her house
Mm.
in Greenwich Village in her apartment, and I interviewed her in her apartment.
Oh.
It was
Yeah.
pretty wild, you know. Oh,
She have any booze bucks on her?
oh well, I don't know that she was a booze bucks. I don't know. Bad Ronald might have been booze bucks. I don't know, but I don't that movie. But I don't know. But it was weird. I saw her Oscar for a Streetcar Named Desire was up there,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
she had
cool.
the whole place was like decorated and framed photos of her career and everything. And yeah, it was a real treat. And then Roddy McDowell, and I mean everybody, pretty much a lot of people. Charlton Heston, Linda Harrison, who was Nova
Mm.
in
Yeah,
the
Nova.
first two movies. I mean, and other people too. I can't remember them all. Well, Lou Wagner was in the first movie. These are all character actors. Didn't meet Dr. Zayas; he was dead already. But you know, but anyway, I got a
Oh,
lot. I met a lot of
that's cool.
Apes.
I didn't know that. I
Oh,
didn't know.
you
You
didn't?
never said. You never
Oh,
told
really?
me that
Hmm.
you interviewed all of them.
Yeah, and I still have a lot of them on tape that we never. Our magazine only lasted two issues, and
You can. You can. You maybe you can transcript all those interviews and put it in a book.
yeah, this is a good point. Yeah,
You
that's an
know.
idea. And
I
James
mean, I don't
Gregory, I
know.
talked to James
Yeah.
Gregory. He is by name, folks. He's played
No.
General Ursus in the second movie. Well, he's another. He's in every. He's on tons of. He has a career, movies and television forever. And he died, pretty old. Uh, but he was in like what would you know him best from? James Gregory, the Manchurian Candidate. He's in help me here. Barney Miller. Did you ever
Uh,
watch Barney Miller?
I
The
mean, a couple
Lieutenant.
reruns, but I never.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
in
I never
everything. You've
was.
seen him in everything.
Yeah.
Twilight
Yeah.
Zones, everything. He's one of those,
Right.
other guys, character actor. I'm trying to think what his best movie James Gregory's from that you would know him who he was, but
If you look up like a publisher or whatever, and one that specializes in film books or whatever, I'd say try to book an interview and show them all these interviews that you
yeah.
have, and say, hey, maybe you can transcript these interviews, and you know,
I
I don't know
remember.
what kind of permission you would have to have from the estates or not, or anything like
Yeah, that's
that,
what I was going to
but
say. There's that too,
yeah,
and I remember that
yeah,
Ted Post at first wasn't too happy with us. I did this with a friend of
yeah,
mine at the time, and
mm,
because he's a really nice guy, gave us all this information, and I wrote it. I transcribed it and I put it out and sent him a copy. And he said, "Why did you write that I was hysterical? I wasn't hysterical." And I said, I'm sorry. When did I see that? It says right here, laughs hysterically. Like there was one part when
mm,
like he told a joke and he laughed, like ha ha
uh,
ha, ha. And I wrote down in parentheses, laughs hysterically. And he goes, I
mm.
laughed heartily. I didn't laugh. I wasn't
Hardly.
hysterical. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. And he goes, well, I said, we're just two guys,
Right.
young guys. We're not professionals. No, you are professionals. Don't talk like you are. And he started making me feel better about it. This is a guy with a movie like, that I admire, like Beneath the Planet of the Apes was like my all-time favorite movie as a kid.
Right.
And all this, and he's telling me this, but then I made it up to him, and we became friendly, and he sent me some photos and stuff. And then he actually did a movie I think it was made for TV, called The Baby. Did you ever hear that movie,
Mm.
The Baby? That's a really weird movie about a guy that
No.
was locked up as a baby and never allowed to grow up. And as a man, he's still acting like a baby, crawling around and stuff. And he said,
There's a Oh, go ahed. I'll
Well,
tell
he
you.
said he said I
Go
haven't
ahead.
seen that film in
Mm,
years. I said it's out on
mm,
DVDs. I can't find it. I said I'll send you one. So I sent him a copy of his film. He didn't,
mm.
he was happy.
Oh, there's I guess a cassette converter where you can hook it up to your computer, and then it sends the
Oh,
cassette to your. And then you can digitize it, and you can have it in your computer.
yeah, he was in the Matt Helms movies. He's in everything,
Uh,
and he was the Manchurian Candidate was a big role.
yeah,
And
right.
Clam Bake with Elvis. He told a lot of good stories though,
I was
but he
just
was
watching a movie with an actress that was in Clam Bake too. What was
you lost me on that for now.
Yeah. Oh well.
Clam Bake.
Yeah. That's cool. I didn't realize you did all that. I mean, that's
Yeah,
fascinating stuff.
I did that. Yeah, like 1990,
Yeah.
97, 98, 99, like around
Do you
there.
remember what kind of questions you would ask, like Kim Hunter? You remember some of the
Oh,
questions
tons
you
of things.
asked?
Because like, the same thing
Yeah.
I would say is if you would talk to Paul McCartney, like you'd ask him more
Yeah.
like questions nobody would ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I asked all kinds of things about acting. Well,
Mm,
some basic things like acting through the makeup. And then
yeah.
what was it like in the third movie? They have a baby chimp. They gotta like and what
Right.
was it like working with the chimp? And
Right.
he used to bite her all the time and all this stuff. And then she talked about like accidents on the set, like
Mm.
falling down and tripping over some ropes and stuff like that. I mean,
Oh, really?
we had a really good interview. And then Linda Harrison even better, but I never got to use that one because we I have like a Linda Harrison interview on audio tape, and it's really
Mm.
long, and it's like I asked her all kinds of questions nobody ever asked her, especially about Beneath. Because nobody ever asked her
Okay.
about Beneath. I think since then, though, she's talked to other people and have talked about these things.
Yeah.
But yeah, James Gregory was really out of it. He said, "Hey, he was half senile. I got to be honest. I think because he would say like, 'Why are you calling me now?' And I'd say, 'Well, you." He's yelling at me and my friend. We did it over the phone, And I said, "Well, you told us to call you."
Oh.
I said 3 o'clock my time. He lived in Sedona, Arizona.
No, Arizona. Right.
And I said, "It is 3 o'clock your time. You told I was trying. I'm supposed to argue with a person. I
Uh,
didn't want to argue with him. He goes, "Well, call me back next." And then what would happen was he sent me a list of his credits, right? So every time my friend and I would attempt to ask him about questions, he would say, "Why are you asking me these questions? It's all on the list." Oh, you know, all my credits are there, and I'm saying, well,
right.
yes, sir, but we wanted to talk to you and see your talk about them a little bit, your experience making them, like Barney Miller, and he goes, that was a good
Right.
job, a good check for 5 years, or something like that. He was like really like that, and he goes, he called Charlton Heston Charlatan Heston because he didn't like
Uh,
him or something, and all this kind
yeah.
of stuff, and I'm like, wow. So it was interesting, and then one time he goes, he had like I think 3 strokes or something, and he said, "You know what? I always say 3 strokes and you're out."
It's Stokes, yeah.
So I mean,
Uh,
he told some good stories too, though. But I
yeah.
just you know, I
Interesting.
always tell his real quick his Elvis story on clam bake. He said
Hmm.
Elvis was very polite. He'd come in and he would say, "Hello, Mr. Gregory, sir." And
Right.
he'd say, and every day he'd say that to me. And then he said, I told him one day, Elvis, we're going to be working on this picture a while. You don't have to call me Mr. Gregory, sir. Just call me Jim or something. He goes, okay. Then the next day he comes in, oh, Mr. Jim, sir. He says, oh, so. And then I
Mm.
said, oh, and then he sent me an autograph, and he made a nice autograph picture for me and my wife Ann, and he wrote to Ann and Jim, best wishes, Elvis. I said, oh, that's amazing. He goes, not amazing. It was nice. It's like he snapped at me. I'm like, oh boy, okay.
Yeah. Too funny. I'm trying to find this actress that just I was just watching.
You're kidding! Who cares about?
That's like me with my James Gregory story.
You should stop being annoying to me.
He talks really clear, at least. What are you looking up?
Oh, this actress that I was looking at that was in Clambake, and I'm trying to remember what the movie I was watching.
Well, you're there. Look up a picture of
Oh,
James
oh,
Gregory. See if you know what he looks like. You recognize. He's in
yeah.
everything, but you still might not know him.
I wonder if it was in one of those Black Emmanuel films I was watching. Um. Okay. So what's the guy's name? Gregory.
James Gregory.
Oh, James Gregory.
Now you're going to say, "Oh yeah, I know him," even if you don't. I used to do that. People do that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know.
No, you don't. He was in Star
Yeah,
Trek. He's in everything.
yeah. Selected TV and filmography. Yeah. Yeah, he's in everything.
Yeah, everything ever
Yeah,
made. TV
yeah,
character actor,
yeah.
they call him, right?
Character actor. Yep, yep.
Well,
Yeah. Well, that's fascinating. Cool, Joe.
fascinating. I don't have that clip. Fascinating. It's a doc clip. 2 episodes of Columbo.
Mm, mm. Mix 1964. Where are you in that picture? Uh,
What? What? Where am I lost?
anyways,
Oh,
what's that?
jeez, I can't know what picture you're talking about.
The picture that his name's next to there.
My nerves are shot. I gotta get some sleep.
Uh,
I can't stay awake for nothing.
anyways, I gotta watch 3 more movies to content to finish out the month, and then in March, and then I'm gonna get back to
You
the.
better get back to the odd couple.
Well, yeah, 2 days.
I gotta know
uh,
your opinion of some of these episodes.
yeah, season 4. I'm gonna start season 4 here in what's today? Well, third Friday. I'm gonna start it when I get home from work on Friday. I'll start it.
Mr. Madison, would you mind telling the court why there was an extra ticket? You don't remember that episode. You did see that one, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, that was the third season. Yeah,
I had the extra ticket
yeah, yeah.
because I couldn't get a date. I'm sorry, what was that?
What's
I couldn't get a date. And how hard did you try? I tried very hard.
Oh, that's cool.
Why?
Film lab at the Library of Congress store. Cool.
Well, I gotta go there tomorrow.
What?
I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow. That's right, 10 o'clock. Oh,
The doctor, not the doctor.
yeah. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go now. So everybody, thanks for being here. I'm just
All right.
rambling at the end. I was rambling at the end. Might cut that off. No, I won't. Anyway, good talking to y'all, and we'll do it again. I hope. You know,
Yeah.
as we
Look
usually
forward to
do.
seeing. I'll do is I'll get up around 9ish, and then I think you'll still be on, and then with
Oh, you're
Danny,
gonna
and
try
then
to come on?
no, I'm not gonna try to come on, but I'll just watch, and then what I
Oh,
do is just I turn it on. And you and Danny are going at it, and
oh,
sometimes hopefully I fall back asleep.
oh.
So, but I look forward to seeing you and Danny in the morning.
I'm gonna tell you something. You're annoying me now, Mike. You're starting to really get annoying. Okay.
You should stop being annoying to me.
How's that? Did it come out all right from your angle? It's really good quality too. That's tape. That's recorded off the TV with a camera.
Mm.
Did you hear it all right, Mike, or was it not good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what he says? Let's get. That's what he's. I think it's what he says. Let's get us. I think he says. That's another movie line borrowed for that scene. I think he goes, "Well, I'll get a saw and cut the meat." And he's mad because Oscar came home late or something.
Right.
I think that's when he says, "Well, go get a saw and cut the meat."
Yeah.
I got
Yep.
another one for you, Mike. This is good. We're gonna.
Oscar's always
Go ahead.
Oscar's always ruining Felix's meals, and Felix is always ruining Oscar's weekends.
This is true. And see
Yeah.
if this comes out all right, Mike. I want to know if this comes out good. All right, here we go.
You're kidding. Who cares about
At the end, I cut it. I deliberately. I should just cut it after "Who cares." Who cares about Bolivian chickens? Oscar, I hear there's an article on Bolivian chickens. You're kidding. Who
All
cares about
right.
Bolivian chickens? Hey, Oscar, I hear they're growing them as big as turkeys. Those eggs you made this morning were certainly turkeys. Ha 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 ha. He's biting the blanket. Well, All right. Anyway, we said perfect. Which one's perfect? The one I just played? Okay. All right, Tom, get lost. No, I gotta go too, folks.
Yeah.
We're having fun here. It was fun. We started straying at the end, but I think it was pretty fun. All right. Talk to you later,
All right.
everybody.
See ya.
End stream. See ya.